Guys, it's Sarah here today on October 16th with Grassroots Evolution, and I'm here today to bring you a postcard from Spirit for the second half of October 2018, as well as I've got an Earth Magic Oracle here, as well as the Archangel Gabriel Oracle, just to get a little extra clarification and guidance. I am being really called, though, to just to discuss staying grounded during the changes that are coming cosmically, like the energies in the universe. There may have, through whatever instances, conflicts, or just decision making, right, within our life, every day-to-day stuff. Try and stay grounded. That's definitely coming through as a message before I get going. Okay. So first, without further ado, I'm going to call in my team of light, as well as ask Archangel Michael to guard and protect this reading, as well as any of you who would have it. And just to remind you as well that Archangel Michael is always here. You can give your fears over to him. You just have to ask for his assistance, okay? And be willing and open to receiving that assistance. As well as, I'm just going to point this out, but Archangel Michael's divine counterpart is faith. So when you're able to release fears and know that you're protected and not have to worry, kind of that fight or flight kind of thing, it's easier to have faith that things are going to work out for you in whatever situations that you're looking at, and have faith in the universe as well, and your heart, your truth. All right, rambled on enough. I'm going to go ahead here and ask to get one message for the collective, for anyone who's watching this, a postcard from Spirit. I have already pre-shuffled, so here we go. And here you have, it looks like, I don't know if you can see, two fairies, and they're sitting around, it almost looks like it's a spiral, if you can see it, but it almost looks like the Wheel of Time to me, and just kind of guarding it there. So, dearest you, since you're on Earth, you understand how buildings are built, yes? A good solid foundation, and yet flexibility too, in case of earthquakes. Truth be told, you can't offer something sustainable unless it's built from a solid base, whether it's an idea that takes form one step at a time, or an actual house that needs a sturdy foundation dug, poured, and built. We want to remind you of this because you might need a little encouragement to see this is true in your life at this time. Celebrate the fact that right now you can repair the cracks in the foundation of your life effortlessly, as well as do a general site check to ensure your hard work is being well supported. Do this and know you are building your life on a perfect and sound foundation that will allow you to welcome the many miracles waiting to come to visit. We are so happy for you and so intrigued by what you're building. All right, love and light, my friends. So where I was going earlier was with the faith. Right now, we have to have faith that whatever we're working towards, now's the time to build a solid, not a salad, build a salad, might be a message, subliminal for myself, build a salad, but build a solid foundation. So whatever you're working on, make sure that you're not taking any shortcuts, I guess is the way that might compromise the structural integrity of your life and whatever you're doing. This can be in anything from actually doing the work, reading your stuff, right? Figuring out how to back up and support arguments that you may have. This could be on how to literally build your house, how in your relationships, both professionally and privately, like your intimate relationships, what kinds of things, what would you like your home to look like? Okay, so your home, your vessel, your life, your time here on this earth, what would you like to look like? And go from there and build a step-by-step process to get to that point. This also talks about that now is the time, and we're coming into winter, perfect time to kind of go around the house. I'm actually cold, so you see me moving my hands around, it's cold out here. But taking the time to repair any cracks in the foundations as well. And when we kind of look at that, that could mean our home life. We may be looking at changes. Also, it could be even reconciliations, you know, patching things up in certain relationships. If it's work related, this could be something that, you know, if you don't like your job and you're going to winter and you're driving there, really consider the foundations here. Is it what I'm doing worth my time? Is it, you know, something that is going to add to my happiness and add to my success? Or is there something I'd like to do better? And are there any other ways I can work with that? If that makes some sense. Okay, so I'm going to ask the Archangel Gabriel Oracle for a little advice, because he is the messenger angel. So Archangel Gabriel, please join us at this time with your presence. Thank you. So he has 2 cards for us, and the 2 that we've got here are recognition and success. So especially if it's in the workplace, if there's something that you've been doing in building a foundation, you're getting recognition. And this recognition is leading to success. So you and your accomplishments are receiving appreciation and honors. And congratulations, you did it. So in this card, she doesn't look totally happy, but this is also where sometimes you have to have faith in the process. Energy takes a while to transmute, isn't the word, transgress isn't the word, actualize, maybe that's one of the words. So just know that there may be some recognition that you have been getting, that you've been giving. Maybe it's time for you to give recognition to something or someone in a situation that you see what they're doing with their foundation. And, you know, if there is a point where you need to recognize where a patch needs to be done, I guess, in this foundation, know that this will bring success. That's one of the messages that I'm given. Okay, and I'm actually going to also pull in an Earth Magic. And again, these have been shuffled. Earth Magic. Thank you. There's one, which is harmony. I'm going to ask for one more. Thank you. And completion. Okay, so harmony and music and completion and the full moon. So you are to be able to build a solid foundation and to be able to patch things, to be able to plan ahead to where you want to go, what your life would like to look like, you really need to be in harmony with yourself. Because if you're not in harmony with yourself, some of your choices, they will not match your true desires, true integrity. And there's a blue jay, very, very squawky over there, and he agrees with me. So one of the things that could help you right now, and just to kind of ground you, could be some listening to your favorite music, playing an instrument. This is also for me about vibrations. So you may be pretty sensitive to vibrations, and the blue jay is in my tree right next to me here. Okay. And that this is, with the full moon, this is a time of completion. This could also be a time card, so we have a full moon coming up. I'm not exactly sure when, but there might be something along those lines about the full moon that's important to you. But this is about illuminating, and illuminating our true path. And I love that the tree is here, because it is reminding you that if you stay grounded throughout whatever struggles or cycles that happen in your life, you will come out illuminated, full, and I'm going to read you quickly from the full moon, from the book, just to not miss anything before we wrap up, okay? And while I'm getting to that point, I just want to remind anyone that if you're new, go ahead, hit the subscribe button, like it if you do, so that I know that you like these kinds of things. And it's wonderful to have you, and thank you so much for listening today. Alright, so the full moon. Every 29.5 days, Grandmother Moon shines bright and full in the sky, illuminating the landscape with her muted brilliance, casting a delicate canopy over the sky and the physical features of the earth. Having gradually etched her way over the last 2 weeks to fullness, she now stands like a guiding beacon in the night. She has completed this round of her perpetual and periodic monthly journey and will now start her slow but steady retreat into shadow. In this card, we see the grandeur of the moon at its peak, blazing brightly and creating a silhouette of a tree. This beautiful orb reminds us that all cycles have their time of completion and fulfillment, one that will inevitably be followed by a decrease until yet another cycle is initiated. You can now take pleasure in knowing that whatever you've been working toward has now reached its culmination. It may have been a relatively brief cycle or a much more extensive one, yet regardless of the length of time, you have arrived at the stage of completion. Let yourself feel the contentment and satisfaction of this accomplishment. It is like when you take a deep breath and reach the point where your lungs are pleasantly full and your body is ready to release that breath. It is important to not only enjoy this completion, but also to let go and allow yourself to relax afterward, just like exhaling slowly and consciously. People are much too eager to rush to the next item on the agenda without giving proper time and space to appreciating and honoring the natural cycle of release that follows a point of resolution. Give yourself that time to relax and rest before taking Spirit's next assignment. So, allow yourself to be in harmony. Rest up, my friends, because with every completion is a new beginning. I'm hearing closing time, right? Semisonic, right? With every new beginning comes another, or with every ending, a new beginning, right? That's just weirdly enough. But whatever foundations that you are setting, know that you have reached completion, right? This is something that's important. So I'm going to leave you there before I ramble on, but beautiful souls, I love you all. Thank you so much for watching, and have yourself a really great second half of October. I know that I wasn't very clear that that was coming in for the second half of October, but that's our message from Spirit and Postcard from Spirit for the second half of October. Bye guys.